Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the opening session here on the Free Enterprise channel. We've got an exciting session of cricket coming up for you today. We've got a team being held right here at Football Arena. It's going to be an amazing match, and we've got FF4FE coming into bowl. And oh my God, what on earth? It's gone all over the place. Like the ball is going to go. PK's going.
Infinius.
What?
Infinius.
Yes?
We're here to call a free enterprise race, not a cricket match today.
What? What am I doing here then? I was here for cricket.
Well, I hate to disappoint you, but yeah, this was a free enterprise match. I think the cricket match was earlier this morning, wasn't it?
You're right. Damn it. But yeah, welcome everyone to the Free Enterprise. I'm Infinius. We've got a very exciting match here between pk4787 and FF4FE. This is the decider. Winner moves on, loser goes home. So this is gonna be a fun one. Don't you agree, Gambit?
I completely agree. Thank you, Phineas. Yeah, this PK and Fleury have quite a history. They've gone back and forth quite a few times. Matter of fact, Fleury kind of goading PK into picking him during the draft. And this one, I think everyone knew right off the bat this one was going to round 3. So looking forward to it. Looking at these objectives, this is going to be either real quick or real fun. We've got defend the bull, launch the falcon, and return the pan to Yang's wife. What do you think of these objectives?
I don't know. I always like having to defend for ball, and if launching if it's a hook route, launching the falcon can be pretty easy. But having said that, if it's a magma key, then the hook could be anywhere. The fact that we're not sure if this is a jet seed or we're here for the long haul is great, I think.
I mean, I'm kind of hoping that we have a magma start with the hook hiding somewhere and having a Golbez hiding at that Rubicante spot, just because you can't prepare for that. You get the auto heal.
Oh yeah, that would be an amazing thing to see. I am personally hoping for the Threemus at Ogopogo required.
Oh, no. I want Alt Gauntlet at Ogopogo required, holding the pan, and then Legend Sword and Adamant are behind that pan somewhere.
No. I think I'm probably Mina, because I want Ogo to have the spot to have nothing, but Threemus to have the tower key, which leads to pan.
Ah, okay. I see that.
I don't know. I think we're hoping for a mean one, because that means we get to commentate a lot longer. But if it ends up being a jet seed, I'm sure we're okay with things.
Yeah, we'll be perfectly fine out of the way. Before we start, I do want to give a quick shout out to our wonderful restreamer, Leggy Starscream, rolling the seed for us, and then Twisted Flax is going to keep us honest with the tracking, making sure we see exactly what key items get hit. Without them, we wouldn't be able to put on this show, so definitely thank you to them as we get ready to get underway.
Agreed. No, I mean, I'd just be babbling about cricket otherwise, and no one really wants to hear that.
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure we have a decent cricket crowd, just, we're here for free enterprise, not cricket at the current moment.
Okay, we need to get a channel on the Discord to make... Also, if you like what you're seeing here, feel free to join the Discord. This is a very welcoming community. I mean, I just joined it, 6-7 months ago, and I'm now here. I am talking about, commentating about things. So it's always great. But yeah, we should in the Discord. We need to get a sports ball channel of some sort, because I'm sure people would appreciate that.
I'm pretty sure that's just off topic right now.
It's fair.
But I believe that is a Porum sort of thing?
That's a Porum sort. You can tell by the shoulder pads. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Guarantee the white mage.
Might not be the white mage you want, but it's the white mage you're going to take.
Oh no! At least Porum gets exit naturally, as opposed to having to go through Earth Crystal. At least, so
you say that they're going to end up starting with his Earth Crystal.
Yeah. I mean, even if we do get an early Earth Crystal, that's not too bad because it means we get to play our favorite game show. But it looks like we're off.
So who is our white mage going to get paired with? That's an Edward.
Oh boy! And the Baron key. So clearly, our Magus Sisters are telling us to come at her, I guess.
Yeah, it's always nice of the first boss there in the Magus spot to give you the key, saying, "Hey, come on in. I'll take you on right now, level 1. Come on."
1v1 fight me, as it were. But I wonder if each of our runners have basically reviewed the tape and decided to change up their opening routes. Because given that you know who you're playing against, maybe there's a change in meta on where you prioritize based on your opponent's preferences.
So are we thinking PK is going to run straight to Antlion then?
Well, it looks like he's running straight to War 3 Pass, whereas Fleury is actually doing Baron in. That's interesting.
Oh, there's our D-Mist right there, the Baron in, guarding a cane.
Speaking of cane, there's a cane down here in War 3 Pass as well, so, that's always exciting.
I like this play by Fleury, going and doing the Baron weapon and armor shop immediately. Those two chests, if he decides to take them, are going to be a little bit higher weighted. Plus, you've got access to that better weapons and armor shop too, right off the bat.
Ooh, a big pickup here for PK. He picks up an Ogre Axe a bit further down in Wall Street Pass. And second Ogre Axe as well. That's going to be really great when considering we have a cane already and we know a second one is available.
Yep, 2 canes, 2 Ogre Axes. That means a Mac Giant grind at the very least is already online, ready to go.
That's true. That's interesting though. If in that case, and this is just me asking a hypothetical here, if you see a Tiller, would you still take him even though you have an easy Mac Giant grind available?
That's a good question. I'm not sure if I would. I guess it depends on the rest of the character set. Right now, the only other character we've seen is Edward. And a slingshot Edward into astronomical levels is actually pretty decent. Other than that, if we end up with the Black Mage, a couple Black Mages, a couple Palums somewhere, then the Mac Giant might be a little bit more of an idea as opposed to a Tella and a D Machine.
I don't know. I think I'm actually inclined to actually still take the Tiller anyway, but only take one cane. I don't know that I just like slingshotting Black Mages in this Black set. I'm pretty sure Fleury does it as well. Ooh, a Heron Robe for our Poem as well down in the Dampian Treasury. So that we might be seeing a very good use out of this Poem yet.
Yeah, both runners kind of doing a little bit of looting, with the exception of Fleury's checking Baron, otherwise in the same place. And in Dampian, we have the other white mage. It's a Rosa.
The better white mage, at least. So, I'm not even sure if I take the Rosa though.
I didn't realize PK had taken the cane, and he takes the Rosa.
All right, yeah, I'm not sure if I would have, honestly. Like, Rose is very, very good, don't get me wrong. But using 2 slots for white mages is, kind of awkward. So this is where, so we have orbs down in the waterfall.
Yeah, PK has not made that. PK hasn't made the Baron check, doesn't know that D-Mist is there, so doing a quick D-Mist check.
But yeah. You could also probably make the arguments that Barker makes a very, very, very smart point. You could, in a fight, you could potentially kill off the Porom and set her up to be slingshot later, and use Rosa for the most of the seed. Especially considering she has a Heron Robe already. That's and a bow. Or I guess we can equip her with a Lunar Staff. That's also smart.
Yeah, I'd almost go ahead and equip the bow, arrow, heroine on Rosa, the lunar staff on Porum, use Porum as my healer and Rosa as my main damage to it. But there is a Palom up on Hobbs, guarded by the Dark Imps. That's not a bad fight there.
But he doesn't take it. He resets. Interesting.
Might be wanting to leave it behind for right now. Come back to it when he's ready to do grind. Slingshot that Black Mage.
Huh. You know what? I just because you know what PK has done? Yeah, he's faded Antlion. Because of course PK would fade Antlion here.
Oh, it might be just fading to do shopping. Nope, there he goes into the thing. There's a vanilla Palom, Palom there in Mysidia, as well as another Kane.
More betrayal, more flurry for PK to pick up. Yeah, and yes, that's right. This is a free objective that PK has available to him. So, but of course, hang on, wait, it's the reverse, right? It's now DKC that's betraying the party, not Kane. That's weird.
Give it time. I'm sure Kane will find a way to betray us at some point.
That sounds like that does sound like a challenge.
But gets to low roll, is able to get through this DKC with no issue.
Yeah. Also, interestingly, actually managed to get the knockout on the Porom, so Porom doesn't actually get XP here, which I guess the Porom will get revived after this fight anyway. But it's setting up the slingshot now is actually kind of clutch here.
Yeah, PK actually doing a couple different memes, sort of one fading Antlion, two going straight to bull, which is something you don't usually do when you've got a pan objective. But that's a hook. That might be our underground access.
That's true, and that's also required because we need to launch the Falcon. So we're probably going to do hook route no matter what. So we're pretty much guaranteed to not have to double dip, I would imagine.
At this point, I'm still holding out hope for that pan behind an all Gauntlet Ogopogo.
Yeah, and with Shield 2 having the Adamant, because that means that would be hard required. But this is actually where I think things get scary for runners now, because you know that there is an Edwards available in this seed, so we can do Edward strats potentially.
Yeah, PK not fitting Antlion too long, goes straight back there, and that's a Rubicante here in the Antlion. Is it leg?
It is leg. Also, we have a leg restreaming for us, so that's also great.
So that means this is double leg?
Well, it's funny. Leggy is actually a cricketing term, you realize. Or cricketing slang, anyway. So this is all lining up for this ongoing thing. So yeah, Blizzard Spear makes us very free for flurry. Gets a Luka key. Not a progression, but at least it's a key item that could hold progression. So not that sad to see it.
And PK also picking up that Blizzard Spear from that chest behind the save room. Knocks out that Porom once again. There goes Kane into the air, and Ruby is not going to be long for this world.
That was over 500 damage for a swing with Rosa. That's impressive.
That's the power of a heroin rope for you.
It's fair. That is a lot of good offensive combat stats as opposed to but magic casting, that's not important.
Yeah, Flurry finds the additional Black Mage there at top of Hobbs and resets out for right now. Says, I'll come back later.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like, for Flurry's perspective, he knows he's he knows this could be potentially Jelly Seed. He knows there's if he needs to come back and slingshot a Black Mage, he can. So, it wouldn't be too bad of pick up at that point anyway, because it's only Dark Imps. It's not a hard fight.
PK grabbing that hook. Looks like they're gonna. Nope, just dropping it off for right now. I thought they were gonna go ahead and do an early dive, but
Yeah, well, I said it makes sense, right? I mean, it makes sense to just drop off. It's not like you're going to pick up the rat tail, since you know that you're going to have to go through the hook rat no matter what, essentially. Barring some ridiculous thing happening anyway. Oh look, more ogre axes for sale. We picked up, I think, 2.
yeah, the Baron Art Weapon Shop having ogre axes and blizzard spears, and guess what? We have found all those in chests already. Thank you.
Yeah, and we're going to see. No, I imagine that PK is going to take on this D-Mist fight here.
And to answer a question in chat, we've picked up 2 Thunderclaws already out of chests. 1 in DMC and 1 in the Watery Pass, I believe.
Oh, I missed that. That's good to know.
And they were pointing out that he passed on buying the Thunderclaw in the shop. It's like, well, he's already got 2. He should be fine.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, that makes sense. Why you wouldn't need it in that case?
Ooh, that's an Antlion in the second boss spot here.
Ooh, yeah, this is definitely a time where you can see, PK trying to not trigger the fight command, because I think it's actually does a fair bit here. So
yeah, the counters aren't going to be too bad since they're technically magic based, but the fight command is going to really hurt if you use it. And as you see, Antlion punches for a lot right here.
Yeah, it's actually kind of unfortunate that we have Rosa in the middle row, because ideally we would use the aim command, but aim command is not entirely that useful in the middle slot because of the overflow of agility of accuracy off memory, right?
Correct. Yeah, the aim command in that center slot is going to overflow it and is not quite good.
Yeah, someone asking chat. Jump is very effective here because it's not specifically the fight command. Wow, that we're doing lots of work there. Rosa taking just 1 damage there.
Yeah, lifing
Meanwhile, we have
form up to use as just kind of a meat shield, extra person for Antlion to hit, while Kane jumps and Rosa just kind of sits back.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we have Fleury actually going through the hook route, seeing what's in Cave Eblan. See, there's a whole bunch of rune rings. Oh, there's an elven bow. There's a lot of very good gear here, and it'll be interesting to see what he does with this.
Our tracker pointing out there was also tents in that item shop here in Eblan.
Interesting. Well, again, tents can be potentially important. We do start with a couple, but it doesn't hurt to pick up more.
Oh, I'm sorry. Pixel Tamer's not right. Twisted Flax is our tracker. My fault.
Yeah.
I get the 2 of them confused all the time. I'm sorry.
Oh, that is a very rude hook route. That is a turtle that's at the Rubicante spot. It's not a dangerous boss in the sense of it being one of the 3 things that can block underground access, but you hate to see that there.
Well, if you're a viewer, you love to see it. If you're a runner, you hate to see it.
Oh, okay, sure. I mean, because we in the booth love pain and suffering, and shade experience also shade and Troia a lot.
In the meantime, Silkwebs and Starveils for sale here in Baron after PK gets through that D-Mist and Antlion.
Yeah, it was only an elven bow, unfortunately, so save some money by not having to buy one at some point in the future, but not progression. However, we still have a D-Mist available to search for. If that is the pan, we're looking for a way to get to Zeromus, and we are done with the seed.
In the meantime, Fleury, coming back from Cave Eblan, decides to start climbing Mount Ordeals.
Yep, Canazzo do sees another Porom here. Probably not going to take this Porom, but no, going to make a slow ascent up here.
Just a glass hat from D-Mist, which is going to be a very good piece of gear, but not going to really be any help right now.
Yeah, it'll be very helpful to help start tanking the hits in the front row for our Kane. But apart from that, it's not required. It's just a nice bit of gear in the end.
And a little bit of vanilla. There are some dancing daggers for sale in the Mist Weapon Shop.
So I think PK's done a very smart thing here. Actually, he's actually arranged his party so that his center slot is actually empty, and has Rosa in the top slot. So in this situation, Rosa is still the anchor here, but now the aim command is actually useful.
And so the good bit of heads up play by PK there. Going to Mysidia is going to find that Kane and that vanilla Palom. Be interesting to see if he takes it.
Yeah, that is actually a very interesting choice. Actually, I think the temptation would be to take it, but I don't know. We'll see.
That's a no for right now.
Yeah, again, I don't think there's a bad choice there. You're going to get a slingshot. You want to have a slingshot guaranteed anyway. So the more you can do, if you get able to double slingshot, that's great. You love it.
Yeah, but in the meantime, Fleury is showing off the importance of having two twins right now. That twin command doing work on Ashura.
Or actually, I didn't notice, but maybe you can answer this question for me. The twin doesn't trigger the counter, right?
Correct. It does not. For most counterable bosses, it does not trigger the counter.
Yes, so in that case, all you need to do was set up a wall onto Asura, and it's basically the fight becomes free. Because you just do the twin. Meanwhile, we have the Kuiper guards down in the back attack slot, so that's basically free. That's 1J item, and we're done. We lose some XP here from the officer, but no. So you still take that.
Yeah, you get through the fight a lot faster instead of trying to worry about killing the officer off. Just take a little bit of XP loss. It's not going to kill anything right now. Get through that fight, and let's see what we get from Ordeals today.
Well, a crystal shield. I mean, if we had a Cecil anywhere, that would be possibly useful.
Well, hello, Wyvern.
You love to see that. On the scent.
The good news is you get no XP here, so only getting 1-star roll up is not going to kill you.
That's true. That's also fair, but you also like to, as a runner, you like to see it here as opposed to some very, very rude spots where it could possibly be.
Yeah, but this overworld has been devoid of any real key items. You got the Baron key to start, you got the hook from Fabul, you got Luca from Antlion, and that's it, overworld-wise.
Oh, well, we still haven't been able to check what's going to the liberating Baron Castle. Since we have the Baron key, we do have that available to us, so you can fight those Magus Sisters and whoever's seeing on the Canazzo spot, and that's another potential key item check.
True, but right now I don't know. Fleury would be the better of the two in position to take care of those Magus Sisters, but that's only if that twin command would get off before that wall gets up. Comet wouldn't be reflectable, but Flare is.
That's true. That's true. But I think the alternative is to go through the hook route right now. So I'd still go through that Baron fight. Also, Fleury hasn't done these Baron in fights, so it makes sense to just go through this now. And he's going to get Elven Bow, which is going to help deal with the mages.
Very true. Be a better help for PK since he has the Rosa. But again, either Palom or Porum could equip that Elven Bow when we get to that point for Fleury.
Actually, I would imagine it'd be the Porum in that case, because we do have a Heron Robe, so those multipliers will add up a lot. Yeah. And still basically echoing that, Elven Bow Heron Rosa should be able to handle those Magus Sisters easily.
Also, PK able to get through that Wyvern before Wyvern can Mega Nuke. That was impressive.
Yeah. Hey, anytime you get to save a Sarvale, that's great. No, Sarvales are in fact expensive after all. Like, no, we know where they are for sale, but you still don't want to spend. Since loot's not great, we don't really want to commit like a whole bunch of funds to pick up those Sarvales if we can avoid it.
So Fleury gets through those Baron bosses, picks up his Elven Bow, picks up his additional cane, which I assume he'll probably say no to. And then probably going to go check Rydia's mom real fast to find that glass hat.
I'm not even sure I actually think I'd be tempted to just go, since you're here, go to Liberate Baron Castle first, just to save on travel time, but that's just me. No, this makes it. Yeah. But it looks like you're right. Fleury is actually going to get that glass hat right now. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
PK has gone to Troia and found a whole bunch of life potions for sale, so that's great. And not much else, but...
Fleury picking up his glass hat. Probably going to be happy to see that, but wishing it was something else. Preferably a pan.
Ooh, that NPCs just blocking PK from getting out of Troia. Those bosses are pretty bad.
Yeah, once again, proving the NPCs are the worst boss in Free Enterprise. And you hit the nail on the head. Fleury taking Baron, where PK is going to take a quick dive down into Eblan, because he hasn't gone down here yet, doesn't know what's in the shops or what the character is.
And that's actually going to be significant because we know that with Canazzo, that's going to be a very, very rough fight. Actually, let me just do some quick looking up of things.
If you can find ice arrows or lit arrows somewhere in the overworld, it'll help with problems like Canazzo, but still not going to be a fun fight with only 3 characters, especially at this level.
Okay, that's what I was looking at. Okay, so you're saying this is a ruby spot, so... Oh, yeah, so we're going to be here a while, because that at the ruby contest spot, at max HP, that is going to be a 1,000 hit point wave at minimum.
You're going to want to find some Thor Rages in the case of PK, since he doesn't have a Black Mage in his party. You want to get that Thor Rages to stop that wave from coming out, at least until you've done quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, agree. That is in fact incredibly nasty.
And to answer your question in chat, I am not sure. I don't think we've seen Thor Rages yet, have we?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen them either. But that is... So this is... Yeah, I don't think... PK's been relatively thorough shopping. The only shop I don't think he's checked is either Kaipo and... or Silvera. And yeah, now that he's seen what's there, yeah, immediately resets because, you know, out of everything. Oh, I don't think we've checked. Have we checked Agart for Rages?
I don't think we have. I don't think anyone's been to Agart yet.
Okay. Because there's not too many more shops to go for this.
Well, that's a free fight on the Baron Throne.
Yep, looks like PK is now going to commit to having a black mage purely because of that Canazzo. Seeing that Canazzo there. So I actually think I think Fleury actually has a significant advantage right now, just knowing that, because now I feel like PK is kind of committed to having to go through Liberate Baron just to make sure that Pound gets levels.
You can always go in with just a level 1 Palom, because he already knows lit what. And if you get the timing right, that's all you need to get those waves on Canazzo.
I mean, that's true. I think that... But I would think that you need... Oh, there's 4 rages. But yeah, I would think that you would need the 4th character just to be able to actually buffer actions, to be able to get that 4 rage off. Because that is good. And so I think picking up Palom here is... I think Palom's going to be our anchor here.
Oh, you want another white mage? Because we've got another white mage in Baron.
And so we basically have Kane's babysitting services going on here. Is that what's going on?
That sounds about right.
I think Frankie Bones brings up a chat. We could, in theory, do a sorcerer grind. In theory.
In the meantime, Fleury is actually through Baron Castle. About to find out what's hiding in the trash can down here.
If this is Magma Key, this is actually going to be huge, actually.
Nope, just a tower key, so that hook route is 100% required to get underground.
Which is, in a sense, very convenient. So that knocks out our objective number 3.
Looks like Fleury forgot where he was going for a second and was going to go back to the throne room. It's like, no, I want to go to the other throne room and see who's down in the Odin spot.
Yep, makes sense. If this ends up being a free fight, that's a huge advantage. It's not really that much of a time loss if it turns out to be like Valvalis or something like that.
That is not Valvalis, but that might actually be doable here.
Huh. But with only 1 Starveil?
Well, thankfully Starveils and Silk Webs are for sale in Baron, if I remember right.
They are, actually. But one of the things about this flag set is, okay, not only can the Skullbirds not get our way underground, but it cannot cannot be on the Baron throne. So there's 2 reasons why we know that this hook rate is our way underground, but it's we also know it's going to be a not too bad fight, hopefully, on in the King Queen spot.
Yeah, Fleury buying some Starveil, selling some stuff, might be going after this Golbez. Or not.
That looks like Fleury's just going to do some shopping. They're going to basically find our life potions and sell in this shop. In fact, I guess it'll be interesting if PK. Okay, PK's losing. Oh, a Dragoon Shield. That's actually going to be significant. That's a big armor upgrade for Arcane. So he's going to be just that much more tanky and also absorb all those elements that we don't like.
Yeah, chat making sure to point out that Golbez can't block the only way underground. So while we still have the hook, that Magma Key could still be behind that Golbez at the Baron throne.
Ooh, this is where picking up those charm arrows is going to come out very important for PK. Though that Mad Ogre just got 1 shot. Yeah, that's also vanilla Mad Ogres, correct?
I haven't seen Dathis around. Have you seen Dathis around?
Not yet, sadly. Because no, this is already looking to be somewhat vanilla and also potentially very jetty. So you know.
Okay, we've got objective number 2 done. We're on the way to complete objective number 3. We're 1 key item away from objective number 4, or 2 from objective number 1. And PK making sure that Porum is still hugging the ground at the end of this fight. Well done.
Yeah, that's very well played. Meanwhile, Fleury is actually looting Castle Eblan. Immediately finds a trap chest in the center room. He's also managed to get life glitches on yeah, Daphis has now arrived. Managed to get a whole bunch of life glitches on the Black Cats.
Yeah, Fleury with the knowledge that Canazzo down there probably wants to get that Palom up to Quake before he goes down the hook route.
Yeah. Alternatively, just having the 4th characters. Alternatively, just having the 4th character to be able to just do just get buff of the 4 rages. That also can be quite helpful. Just because those waves are going to pack up, really hurt. But we get to look forward who's at the King Queen spot. We know it can't be Valvalis because that would be very rude. Oh, it's just a Mylon of some kind. So, yeah, Mylon Z, that should be pretty free. I believe we have white arrows available, so yeah, this Rosa can get to go to town, really. Yeah,
Mylon Z is not going to be too much of a threat here. The weakness to bows, the weakness to spears, even though Kane goes down in 1 hit. But that Rosa had taken almost no damage from this fight right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. On Fleury's side of the board, a curse ring. That is going to be very helpful. No, just sorting out our agility situation very handily.
And Fleury heading back to Hobbs is going to go pick up that second Black Mage.
Interesting. So he's going to commit to this party right now. I guess he is just banking on the fact that there's going to be we're not going to need Eddie strats, and also not going to need Taylor to do our grind, which is fair considering two Paloms and a Sid with a Kane with an Ogath should be able to take down those Mac Giants very quickly.
Yeah, you'll have at the point you get to that grind, if that's indeed what you decide to do, you'll have 2 Paloms with viruses, 2 Canes with Ogre Axes, and a Porum who can heal your party up after each one. So, Mac Giant grind is definitely going to probably be the way Fleury goes.
Yeah.
But PK taking on that Canazzo. Let's see how this goes for him.
Ooh, that's potentially bad. That Hound being one shot.
Yeah, and there's the reset immediately. Knows he cannot buffer a Thor Rage fast enough.
Yeah. Yeah, this is actually going to be very interesting because if we have a very easy fight to way to get to go mode, I feel like PK's ahead because he has a really access to Eddie strats. Okay, this is where that glass help that we picked up from Threemus is very helpful. Instead of taking about 500 damage from a punch from Canazzo, we took 70.
It was all about making sure you readjusted what your equipment was.
Oh, doesn't realize that he needs to actually do that immediately, and it gets to reset again.
Yeah, this spot is a fast spot, so you've got to be quick on the draw.
Yeah, not only is it fast, but it's a high hit point spot as well. As I said, minimum damage from that wave is 1,000, about 1,000 hit points. So,
Fleury picking up a dwarf axe from this loot of Eblan Castle. That's going to be great to back row those canes.
ooh, that is gonna be very helpful.
Yeah, I think PK's...
Yeah. Ooh, that is a very fast turtle. Like, wow, that is incredibly fast. Like in between. Okay, so this is where Eternal Sorcery has just happened. So we still have our Paladin casting Isu, and in between the casting and choosing it and casting it, we had two waves come up and down. That's amazing. Oh wow, that's an Avenger on Fleury's side of the field. Oh wow, that's a good spicy bit of loot there.
Oh yeah, that's going to make this Canazzo fight when we get there a lot easier, because instead of having to waste a command trying to berserk somebody, just swap that Avenger to one of those canes. Cane's going to go to town.
Oh, that's huge. That is huge. Ooh, wave goes off. I think that's a wipe. Yeah, still too many hit points. So for reference,
if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I saw a drain sword in one of the weapon shops somewhere. Fleury could think about possibly not even having to grind, just go with Drain Avenger strats for Z if this ends up being a jet.
That's also true. Nice. So going back to how much Ruby does in this spot, I said the minimum damage that Ruby does Canazzo at this spot does is 1,000 at max HP. The maximum it can do is 1.5. So this is going to be a very, very technical fight. I think it actually will come down to how quickly PK can get through this. Well, Fleury picks up a Leviathan in the last trap chest in Castle Eblan. It's a Leviathan, so not that useful because we've already filled out our party on Fleury's side of the field, but
yeah, well, it's going to be money. It's going to be able to fund everything you need to get through this hook route.
True enough.
And that's another wipe for PK to that Canazzo.
Yeah.
I mean, I can say this as someone who has wiped 8 consecutive times to a Canazzo before. Granted, that was at the element stats, not Ruby. I understand why PK is just kind of running and going, I've got this, I can do this, and then just getting cremated over and over and over and over again.
Yeah. I mean, I guess part of the temptation thing here is that when you're wiping, you're losing very quickly. So it's yeah, you're like even though it's like 5-0 Canazzo right now, it's only taking about a minute or two at most before we find out the fight has gone awry.
The PK switching it up, tossing a Silk Web immediately. That ought to help slow that turtle down quite a bit.
Yes, that's gonna be very important. I think just to get all those turns is just so quick here. I imagine that it is possible that the Fleury's going to have a better time of it because I'll have that curse ring.
But Fleury got into that Golbez fight, was able to get Starveils up on everybody but that middle Palom. So someone with a Starveil will survive this fight.
Oh, good. We took our anchor. That's good. Okay. Like, having Palom and Kane get levels is no, that's not the worst thing.
In the meantime,
Yeah,
PK seems to have settled into a rhythm here. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Ooh, okay, that's actually important. The fact that we're getting 2 swings here. Oh, but down goes our Kane. Ooh.
Yeah, that was not the person you wanted Canazzo
I think that's
to
a
hit.
wipe.
And there, yep, there's
that's
the
a wipe.
reset immediate.
Yeah, like, I think PK has finally got the right idea. It's just that you have to A, dodge board AI, and B, execute this like a madman. No, like a champ.
In the meantime, Fleury gets through that Golbez.
And his reward is...
Oh,
the
baby!
pan! Oh boy! Oh boy, that is huge. That is actually huge.
That is
Fleury
legit go mode for Fleury.
Not quite. He needs a way to get to Zeromus, but that is huge. Fleury is so far ahead now. That is a required... Wow. Oh hey, there's a Drain Sword you're looking for. Yeah, we have a way to get the crystal, but Darkness and Past could be anywhere. But yes, this is huge. The fact that he also has the tower key means that he has a lot more things to check. But if I was Fleury, I'm diving that hook. We are diving that hook right now. We are going to do our freebies and then knock out spots one by one.
Yeah, I'm Fleury here. I go underground. I immediately dive Fey March. I check that freebie for Z access. I go immediately back to the pan. I do those 3 checks, and then if I still don't have Z access, I go back to that tower.
Yeah, Fleury must know. I think Fleury must know he is so far ahead in this spot. You have to know that the fact that he managed to get through that no one would think to go for that Golbez spot. I don't think, and the fact that it turns out to be the pan. Oh, meanwhile that's wipe number 8, I think, for pk4787.
7, wipe 7.
7, okay. So we're getting close to a century of wipes at least. So we've got to maintain that running joke at least.
To answer your question, Shaq, all surface checks have been done by Fleury. Fleury has completed everything that you can do on the overworld. We know it's got to be a hook seed. PK has fated the Liberate Baron Castle, and by proxy that Odin spot. And PK taking random encounters.
Yep, this is what we've got to do. Got to do this. We know we're just not getting enough damage through on our pie to do this. So, and it's unfortunate. It makes sense for PK to do this, but no, given where he is right now. But it's so unfortunate. He's just losing a whole bunch of time now. And this is also unfortunate for me because that means I think my bracket is going to get cracked again.
I had Fleury in 3, so I'm actually very okay with this so far. Well, that's not to say I'm not rooting for PK to get through this, because I want to see him get that revenge on that Canazzo and get underground.
It's true. I think we all want that, honestly. Like, seeing Canazzo there is just, as a racer, your heart just sinks. That was still like that was actually a fair decent amount of XP. That's like no. We now have virus on our palum. Oh hey, we also picked up a headband.
A headband's gonna be nice for that cane. Gives a little bit more attack power.
Yeah, it's true. Unfortunately, those Q2s aren't doing a lot because Heron Robe makes it not great. Ooh, are we going to see a sorcerer grind fight?
I mean, this is the setup for it.
No, we just go powering through, I guess. Yeah, so while we're waiting for PK to get through this grind fight, and also for Fleury to make their way to who was it, Marlon Z first. I just want to please follow our runners. They're going through a lot of suffering right now, just for your entertainment. So feel free to follow them. They're both good runners. They're all, both great people. So yeah, please give them a follow. I'm sure they would appreciate a lot.
Yeah, PK and Fleury are two of the elite runners. Well, all 16 in this bracket stage are all elite runners, but definitely go drop down and follow if you don't already. They do plenty of great content and putting themselves out there for us to enjoy, which is absolutely a wonderful thing.
Yeah, looks like I think Fleury is now happy enough with his levels, so we're going to go with attempt number 8.
So if this going back to the beginning of this race, if this were cricket rules, how much of a lead would Canazzo have at the moment?
Well, let's see. In cricket rules, let's see. Well, I don't know. That's 8 wickets, right? So that's for no progress. So that's probably, if in cricket rules, that is a very significant loss. You're down to your tail, so you're very, very far behind. So yeah, once you have lost your 10th wicket, that's disaster. Fleury will in fact actually probably enforce the follow-on. That's right, around. Although I guess with modern cricket nowadays, people don't tend to actually enforce the follow-on unless they're that far ahead. But that's just me going on a mini cricket rant there. People should follow on more, damn it.
In the meantime, Fleury gets down, sees this smile on Z. I don't think this smile on Z is going to be very long for this world.
No, this is like, I feel like the 5th character here is also going to be huge. Yeah, it's going to be a very easy trivial fight.
Meantime, PK seems to have a rhythm again. We'll see if he can keep it together this time.
Actually, the fact that PK has Blink, that is also significant. That means that there's going to be less unfriendly hits from onto Arcane here.
It also looks like he might have switched to a mute knife on Kane.
I don't think that was part of the plan.
I think he did that during the Sorcerer Blademan fight and forgot to switch it back.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You hate to see that.
In the meantime, Fleury entering his Canazzo fight as PK takes yet another wipe.
Yeah, I think he's going to just reset just to make sure he has the right equipment gear equipped.
Yeah, that mean knife only doing about 200 damage per swing compared to the 1,000 he was getting with the Blizzard Spear originally. Really slows that fight down.
Yeah, but you can see this is where the yeah. Now Fleury has completely caught up and has done even more. I think that just goes to show how far ahead Fleury is compared to PK. And that's not to discount the fact that he has the pan in his inventory.
So in the meantime, while our runners are both on this Canazzo fight, I know you previously shout out the runners. I want to shout out once again the Restream team, Leggy Starscream for rolling this wonderful seed with this required Canazzo, Twisted Flax doing the tracking for us, my co-commentator and Phineas. Without the three of you guys, we couldn't have put this show on, so thank you so much. Make sure you give all of them a follow.
And thank you to you, Gambit. I mean, as I said before, if I wasn't doing this, I'd be talking about cricket. So again, not that that's a bad thing, but I'm sure people here would much rather see two great runners go at it. But you can just see that the difference of the extra character does makes two things.
Yeah, Fleury is just textbook in this fight right now. That Avenger Kane going to town just has the other Kane Berserked as well. Has it waiting on that item slot to throw that Thor Rage. He's got his rhythm down pat. Wouldn't be surprised to see him get through this faster than PK, even if PK's got the right rhythm this time.
Yeah, I mean he has two Berserk characters, two Kanes compared to one, so this should be a breeze.
The bright side for PK here is knowing that the pan is behind that Golbez down in Baron basement. He still has that 5th character slot open, could still theoretically go get that Edward and do Edward strats, whereas Fleury is kind of committing to a grind at this point with his team.
That's true. If we get a pass early, that does in fact make things a lot interesting. But yeah, we have Shell on Fleury's side of the screen. That he's going to be put through very shortly.
Yep, and there's a shake.
There's a shake, rattle roll, and we are underground in just under 54 minutes. And we have Shell on PK side as well. This is going to be very interesting. We actually now have a race now. If PK is able to find that pan very quickly, and it's a pass that we find the pass burst, that is a very interesting race on our hands, because we do have the ability to eddy on PK side of the field.
Let's see who's up top. That's a free fight top of tower.
Oh, that is a free fight top of tower, and we also have a tower key, but we should probably do our objective first. We're probably going to turn in that pan as soon as we get here. That's 3 key item checks. It's just too tempting to do.
About to complete objective number 3 for Fleury, and then all you gotta do is fly to the left just a little bit, land, walk down, and complete objective number 4, and you'll have your crystal in just under an hour.
And it will be very interesting to see if we get a whole bunch of key items, how many key items we get from these pan checks, and if we get darkness or pass. Because I guess the other thing we're probably on the lookout for is, given that we have 2 Canes, we might be on the lookout for vampires and cure frees, because we might also do low level strats that way.
Meanwhile, PK gets through that Canazzo. It's going to get underground, and I imagine PK is feeling super behind right now. With no pan in hand, I wouldn't be surprised for him to see that free fight top of tower and land and run it immediately.
Yeah, no, it makes complete sense for PK in this spot.
Hey, there's my key.
Hey, I'll wait under. Oh wait, we're already underground. Never mind. But it's still a key item, so that's key item number 6. Going back to Sheila is going to be gives us crystal for 7, and also the 2 actual spots itself. So that is a very interesting.
But PK actually not doing what I thought. It's going to go straight down to that Fame Arch.
I mean, this is also another freebie, so it makes sense to do this first. And he also doesn't have the tower key, so that's the other key thing. He has no tower key, so it's only going to be doing keyless tower just for a free fight there, which isn't great for efficiency purposes.
That's true. PK never did Ordeals.
I thought tower key was in the trash can.
You're right. It's Baron trash can. Ordeals was a crystal sealed.
Yeah. So we got a fresh vanilla spoon, because that was Sheila 1, and Earth crystal for 2
key items. That puts Fleury at 9 right now.
Yes. I'm now curious to see what Fleury does here. Does he rate the treasury for us?
And I did not see what PK got out of the Fame Arch freebie chest.
Yeah, I missed that too. There's a lot going on the Oh, was it Vanilla Rat Tail? Was it? Oh, so we have a free 10th key item, and that also leads to another chain that Fleury can check because we have the hook.
We Mylon and friends at Ashura and Bigan at Leviathan.
I mean, I think Mylon and friends doesn't seem too bad, at least because of the XP hit points is split up slightly. But oh wait, the what's going to really hurt is, and Lightning 1 doesn't hurt too bad considering it's Lightning 1. The punches might hurt a bit though. But yeah, that Bigan is a big no. Just no.
Yeah, that Bigan, even after you've done the grind and have levels, is still a royal pain in the rear end. So I wouldn't be surprised to see both runners avoid that completely.
Okay, important thing we found Cure Freeze in the Fame Arch shop. So we're still alive to not have to grind.
So the question is going to become, where is Fleury going to go to try to search for that darkness or pass? You've got Luca key in hand. Do you dive Luca and see if it's valued?
I don't think I do. I think I just do Tower. We know that the boss at the top is free, and we also have the Tower key, so that's also a relatively free fight. So I'd do that first.
That's a vanilla Adam, a vanilla rat.
Daphus.
That is some super vanilla there. And actually, with PK,
that's actually
hated Ordeal. I wonder if he wants to go try for the trifecta and say, "Hey, maybe Legend Swords on their deals. Let's run it."
Actually, I think the other interesting thing is that if PK managed to find Darkness Crystal soon, that is a huge catch-up mechanic. No, that's a huge catch-up issue. Because it might mean that Goldberg actually wasn't required at all. We could, if it's all over here.
Yeah, Fleury turning it in, was hoping for that darkness or pass. Unfortunately, gets the bad news for him that it's an adamant. And PK might be sweating bullets right here. Sees that there's Sparkle. It's the first boss in Dwarf. Again, has not done Ordeals, so does not know that Wyvern was up there. This could still also be Ogopogo, though, so...
Yeah, Ogopogo is, in fact, quite rude. Could potentially be very rude.
Fleury going to take the 2 checks on Tower, though.
Yeah, as I said, this makes sense. You've got 2 checks here compared to the one, vanilla the Darkness Crystal spot. It just makes sense.
Meantime,
yeah,
PK finding the slow bike.
Yes, this is relatively straightforward, you know. Yeah. Chat's pointing out that PK has already done Ordeals already.
My apologies. I thought only Fleury had done Ordeals.
No, I'm trying to remember what was there. Oh no, was that the
it was a shield. I believe it was a crystal shield.
Oh, sorry, crystal shield. Yeah, it was a crystal shield, right? So basically, a whole bunch of money.
One of the things that could help PK right here is if this is a Tella here at Dwarf Castle and gives the Darkness Crystal.
That's right. It was Asura, then Hypo Guards, then Wyvern. Yep, PK is through the first fight in Dwarf.
Yeah, chat reminded me PK got that quick Wyvern kill, no reflect needed.
Yeah.
That's a Dark Elf in that second spot here on Dwarf Castle. And that's just another Betrayer.
I get the feeling that PK's probably seen enough of Fleury at this point.
Fleury surrounding PK. Fleury is betraying PK, and Fleury is in the driver's seat in this scene.
Yeah, exactly. This is yeah, such is how weak this spot is that the free spells did what 20 odd damage to our Palom and weak missed. That should tell you everything you need to know about this spot. Now we've got the change going.
There's a little bit more noise to that change in this spot, but still going to be pretty easy to get through.
Yeah. And and we're done. We are through the Dwarf Castle.
Now, chat pointing out though, Legend Sword here at Dwarf Castle turns this into a ball game again.
I mean, yes and no, right? I mean, on one hand it does, but then it really depends on where the where we find darkness crystal. Because if it's actually a tower key, that's I think that's problematic. Or if it's at Earth Crystal, then that's even more problematic. Because that's a path to because that requires the pan.
Just an apple top a tower, and that's music from Dwarf Castle.
Ooh, okay, that's interesting. Twin Harp is an interesting check here.
Here's the other thing that could swing this race as well. If PK finds that Legend Sword and Sirens are for sale at Kokol.
Oh, that's true. That would actually change things a lot of significant, because that means that's a significant grind for time save for PK in doing their grind. It means they miss out on the slingshot, but oh no, I'm getting a whole bunch of levels by cracking eggs.
And there's an Ogopogo in the Super Cannon room. Thankfully, the Canes have enough HP that even the double wave, everybody will live through it.
Yeah, one quake and we're out of here. And we're not going to. It's unfortunate we're not going to find out whether this was right until Fleury leaves the building.
Meantime, the runners are going to kind of high-five a little bit as PK is climbing up the tower. Going to take on that King Queen Eblan and probably be disappointed when he only sees that apple.
I mean, apples are in fact delicious.
An
I'm not
apple
sure
a
about
day.
golden ones though.
In a way?
Well, not really, because we had to go through King Queen Eblan to get the apple, so we didn't really keep them away now, did we?
Also, you gotta love the Dancing King sprite.
It's true. Dancing King Strike is actually great. Yes. That's right, sorry. An apple they did in fact keep Vanilla Dr. Luge away.
Moment for Fleury. That's a pass.
Oh. I guess we're about to see a whole bunch of doors. Oh my. So this is... Actually, that's probably good for PK, actually. Because it means that Fleury is going to be... Oh wait, there's vampires. Never mind. Vampires off sale. We can see low-level strats here.
Oh yeah, I have a feeling that we are about to see some 12,000 HP strats.
Did Fleury actually pick any up?
Not right now. He might be going and kind of thinking about what he wants to do first.
Huh.
Fleury might be taking trap chests in the Sylph.
Huh. This is intriguing now. This is definitely a race now. This is definitely something.
Yeah, Fleury is 100% in go mode. Can head down to Zeromus at any time he feels like. Just needs the levels right now. PK, we know for a fact, has to either go liberate Baron and do the Golbez in the basement, or somehow get lucky and find a Legend Sword somewhere through here.
Yeah, I'm. This is actually very curious to me because.
And if I'm not mistaken, at this point, Darkness Crystal is either going to be Vanilla Darkness and Luca, or behind that Twin Heart.
It could also be behind Earth Crystal.
True, it could be behind Zot. I forgot that Fleury has the Earth Crystal.
Maybe Fleury's trying to get 1,200 hit points on all his party members. That's true. We also have Feymarch. If we really want to do the Luge, not Luge, the Baigan fight, we have that available to us.
I was gonna say, of course, we forgot about the nastiness and Feymarch. Who wants to take that on?
I mean, I was okay with dealing with if it was the Mylon fight.
PK sees the French vanilla spoon and resets out of it.
Ooh, resets down to Luca Sealed Cave. This makes sense.
Now, if we end up with Vanilla Darkness, this could swing a little bit back to PK.
Ooh! Crystal Sword alert.
So that confirms that we're going to have a Cecil on the Lunar Dais?
No, it's going to be a giant. But yeah, I think that is probably what... I think that is a huge stack of money that Fleury can now use to bankroll his low-level strats.
Yep, that is very true, and I think we're about to see doors.
Oh, was he grinding for wall? Oh, that might be that.
Yeah, could have been grinding for wall. It's a quick way to do it. Could have also just done those to get the money to bankroll the vampires and starvales, and then doing this to get everybody else up to 1200 HP.
That's also true.
But yeah, there's encounters, there's the door. And that's a vanilla darkness crystal.
Oh wow! Oh my! Okay, okay. This becomes interesting. This is a very interesting one now. Huh.
At this point, if I'm PK, I run that Twin Heart and see if it's Legend Sword. Because if it is, you're back in this ballgame.
Oh, that's a free-ish fight?
Yeah, this fight's not going to
Okay, that's a free. Okay, that's a free fight. Oh, wait, no. The reason that did no damage was because there's a Aegis shield on the Cane.
Toad strats coming out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Toad strats. Yeah. Now it's free. Oh, this is fascinating.
It's amazing to see both runners in the same place for two different reasons.
Yeah, but I can't see Fleury going all the way to get that darkness crystal. He already has the pass.
Oh, I agree. I don't think Fleury died all the way down. I think he does just enough to get. I wouldn't be surprised if we only see about 2 or 3 more trap doors, and then Fleury's out of here.
Yeah, I think you're right. Just needs to get that Porum up, I think.
So honestly, at this point, I think if we end up with a Tella on the Linder Dias, that might actually be worst case scenario for PK.
Yes, because that means you're just going to do that grind now. Do that grind. Yeah, I think that Porum going down necessitates one more door.
Okay, you've got 1 Palom, and you got Palom and Porum just shy, 200 HP shy. That should be just 1 more door to get to that point.
I mean, in theory, true, but we also have an apple. But yeah, 1 more door should be enough. Apple helps us get to Porum over the line to over 1200. So, but yeah, I think PK. Yeah, or you could just be 1 hit point short because of unlucky leveling there.
Well, Fleury says he'll take it. He is leaving. I got a feeling we're about to see a stop by Tomra for vampires, a stop by Baron for Starbales, and then a stop by Troia for a certain fight that we like to see.
I think did Fleury also buy a stack of Cure Freeze, because I believe that's also required. In which case we will also see a stop that by Fey March.
He picked up 10. I don't know if that's enough, but he did pick up 10.
This is where I'm not sure, honestly. I wish I knew. Okay, the master says you don't need Cure Freeze. Okay.
Yes, that would be Zilch, who is the, I wouldn't say inventor, but the perfecter of the 1200 HP stats. Telling us, yeah, don't need Cure 3s. Should be able to get by with what he has. Should see the stop at Baron. Nope, not even going to stop at Baron. Going straight up Troia.
Ooh.
Did he pick up Starbales earlier that we didn't see?
Yeah, I guess we're about to. I guess when you have 4 characters available, it's probably, yeah, it should be sufficient. So. Yeah, definitely want to take off those Avengers though. That's don't want to trigger that. Did he even save?
He did.
Okay, all right. But yeah, we are. Yeah, so we are very about to see a very important ask a very important question. Gambit, do you want to do the honors?
I would do. So it's about this time of night where we decide to ask you a question because Zeromus is a little bit too powerful just randomizing the boss pool. So we do something different with them. We decide to randomize interference. So when we throw the crystal, Zeromus will transform into some kind of entity from possibly another video game or just something silly. Which leads us to the question of whose butt are we kicking tonight?
So which sprite would you like to see here?
I don't know if it's a thing, but I'd love to see Antlion miss because it'd be hilarious.
Given that the jokes we've been going on with here, I want to see something related to some sort of sports ball. Let's be real here. That would be perfect.
Maybe bat miss was just a cricket bat.
Oh, if that exists, Scarlet, I'd love you forever. If that exists. I highly doubt that exists.
Well, I think I know what you're going to get if you win the Bracketology now.
Oh, what else of me actually winning Bracketology? Part of my bracket's about to be cracked, so...
And I think Fleury just realized he only had 2 star bales when you said South.
What a tease! What a tease.
In the meantime, it was just a Rosa up on the lunar dais.
I mean, Rose is good, but not grind-worthy. Yeah, PK must feel really behind. He's just making an incredible gamble here. Just go... Seeing if Moon is haunted.
Well, that's at least going to be a free fight here in the Palladium spot.
It's true. It is a free fight. Because we get to clog up the battle queue so to make sure that Zero never comes.
So in the meantime, Fleury about to give us take 2. Do you want to ask your question this time?
Whose butt we're going to smash for 6 tonight?
Works for me.
But yeah, PK should be through this. If this is Legend Sword, by the way, this is actually going to be this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, if this ends up being Legends, PK still has a chance because again, if Coco has Sirens, PK can grind and possibly bring this back as opposed to the low-level strats, which is going to take a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Also, if Fleury actually takes a wipe, and as well, that puts the advantage back to PK.
The Sand Ruby.
I mean, that is key item number 8, so we're guaranteed to get 10 key items if we do our grind, kind of thing.
And I don't think any of our runners actually ever checked that bed, so it could still be a tele technically.
True, true.
But on Fleury's side, there goes the crystal. We will see the transformation and finally find out whose butt it is.
Sigmamus. That doesn't seem related to anything sports ball, so I think my guess is out the window.
Yep, that's going to be a Mega Man sprite, Mega Man X, as Chad is pointing out.
Is Mega Man Soccer an actual game? Okay, okay, maybe I'm partially right there.
Meantime, PK diving down all the way to that ribbon room. And one thing I noticed, PK does not have Earth Crystal, has not done Zot, has let Porums sit on the ground for all seed. I don't know if PK has any exits in his inventory or not.
Oh, that's true. I know he burned one when he had to speed up something getting out of Troia. I'm not sure if he picked up another one. He might have.
That is an Octomam here in the ribbon room. That's not going to be too bad. It's going to hit like a truck.
Like that truck?
Yeah, but like that truck. But the lightning weakness, I believe I saw PK pick up lit arrows, put those on that Rosa, berserk her up, and then if you can get some lit 2s off with that Palom, it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, that's true. That's also reasonable. I suppose if you're also able to berserk up. We also have 4 rages left over from when we had to do Canazzo, so we can use those to quickly take down those tentacles. That also could be of benefit. Yeah, meanwhile we're seeing a very, technically executed fight on Fleury's side to do Zeromus with low level strats. Did you want to explain how this strat works, Gambit?
So the basic premise of this is Zeromus has a script. Whenever you use any type of item or any offensive spell against him directly, he will counter with a nuke. If you put star bells up on everybody, that counter nuke will reflect off the star bell and hit Zeromus again. There's also, with Zeromus' script, if he gets below a certain amount of HP, he has a counter that refills his HP. However, that only happens if you issue direct damage, not reflected damage. So if you can get him down about 40,000 hit points, and then you start using the crystal, or just bouncing spells, let him reflect nukes back at himself, you'll eventually just kill him without doing the refill. The other thing is, those counter nukes, when you use a spell or an item, will cause his magic power to reset, so nuke doesn't kill you immediately. And then it won't reset properly before the Big Bang, which will bring the Big Bang's amount down by about half, called nerfing a Big Bang, which usually only does upwards of 1,200 damage. So as long as everybody's got above 1,200 hit points, they should be able to survive the Big Bangs that are nerfed with no problem.
Yeah, that's very well said. Yeah, so we basically get to skip phase 1 because we're reflecting spells, and we get to keep ourselves topped up with cure freeze and vampires. And every time we do a spell, we get to have Sigmamus hurt itself. But yeah, it looks like on the flip side, it looks like Fleury is actually, not Fleury, PK is going to be through this Octomam fight.
Yep, Octomam down to 1 tentacle, which means Octomam is as slow as molasses. PK should be able to get through this with no problem at all now.
Unfortunately, it does mean that his anchor is going to get wrecked because this Palom Porum has to stay alive to make sure that Palom stays alive.
Well, also could be using this spot to slingshot that Porum too.
Yeah, I mean,
this is a high.
That's what 200,000 XP for this Porum, so that's still a very decent slingshot. So
At this point, PK is probably feeling far enough behind. It's like, I'm not going to be able to do a standard grind. I'm not going to be able to do a standard slingshot. Let's just go ahead and get the levels here. And it's not actually a slingshot because you don't have 5 characters, so it's only going to be the base.
That's true. You need the 5th character, so it's still 100,000 hit points. But yeah, that's still very heads up. Oh, is this enough XP to get her to exit? Let's find out.
We'll find out in just a second. Yep, there's exit.
Yep. Wow. Okay, that's actually kind of smart, Lynn.
That would have been nice for this fight that we just finished.
True, but it's it's a knife key item, but not legend sword. So we are still on the lookout for a legend sword on PK's side of the table.
Yeah, the longer we go without a legend sword for PK, the more and more Fleury looks like he's just going to run away with this.
Yep. I must admit, I've actually lost track of how much damage Fleury's done to Zeromus. Or rather, Zeromus has done to Zeromus. It's to be more exact, I guess.
Oh, hey, look, there's a free fight down here in the plague spot.
Yeah, I mean, if you're PK, you're what this is what you want. Like you want free fight tier so you can just clear moon and be done with it.
Also, I think Fleury's been counting because he has switched from vampires to heal potions to trigger those nukes.
Yeah, so this is where the fight really slows down because even though vampires are only going to do 300-ish per item, that still adds up.
Same question in chat. The way this flag set's set up, you only had to complete 3 of the 4 objectives to get the crystal.
Oh, that's legend! Oh boy, the game is now afoot. Wow.
Very, very behind, and it might be too little too late, but this, again, Sirens in Kakol could let PK at least get to the fight before Fleury finishes.
Again, it just comes down to if Fleury is going to wipe or not. Because if we get to the point where Fleury wipes, then I think it might just come back. And there are Sirens in Kakul. I think it comes because this will be the crystal will be 10th key item for PK. That might actually be enough to catch up.
Yeah, there's
down goes Palom.
Yeah, one of the Paloms goes down.
Oh, this race suddenly got is interesting again.
Yeah, this is tense at this moment. Fleury just tore us in the hair, slowly but surely. There's Sirens! Oh my goodness!
Oh wow! Oh, but PK doesn't have the pass, so he's going to have to go to the moon anyway. Oh,
he can do warlocks on the way down. He can do.
No, he has hourglasses. He picked up hourglasses. There are hourglasses for sale as well.
White from Fleury could open the door for PK to come back here.
Oh. Yeah, just to answer chat, he had passes behind Tower Key. Tower Key is behind Liberating Baron Castle. So no, PK does not have the pass. Oh, this is yeah. PK's going to pick up his 5th character, so you can get that the slingshot on one of them. I imagine it's another mage of some sort.
Also, it's going to be a video, which I agree with this. Make sure you get that level 1 character. Definitely got a slingshot on that. And 11 key items, so you're still getting the double EXP from that as well.
Yeah, 10 key items, but either way. But it looks like he's going to do
Eggs.
Eggs, yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Like you know what you need to do. You just need to go to execute this from this point on. And I do find it funny that on first side of the board, the one character that's gone down is the one that had the pound with 1300 hit points, but that's a flash.
Yeah,
Fleury's done.
It's too little, too late for FF4FE. Has taken Game 3, taken this series with a final time of 1 hour, 30 minutes, 51 seconds. GG.
Congratulations, FF4FE. Advances through this. PK unfortunately is out of this tournament, but both our runners were great, so that is quite unfortunate. For him, but coming in as a top seed, he's proven how good he is at this. It just so happens that he got kind of unfortunate and not checking that Baron Castle.
Yeah, in the end, PK just waiting for the last one. Last character, just too little, too late.
Hey, sports ball! But this is ice hockey. That doesn't involve anything to do with cricket. I'm disappointed.
Again, GG's with FF4FE. We'll see if we can get him in here for an interview here shortly.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Look at this celebration. Fleury has to watch Tiger Williams score an overtime goal. When he was with the Vancouver Canucks, not only does he finish, but he does a full 360. And then the half pike along.
I mean, PK grinding away on those eggs. Probably going to grind all the way up. Grind all the sirens he has. Trying to get to nuke on his kids. And we should see a pretty standard reflect strategy, I'm assuming, once we get to that Z fight.
Yeah, I agree. It should be a very textbook fight on PK side of the field.
And I do believe we are joined by our winner, FF4FE14. GG's.
Oh, thank you very much.
So, go on. How did you feel about that Golbez fight?
Pretty happy about it, actually. Like, I was just telling PK, what ended up getting me to the point that probably put me in a position to win was actually seeing the Canazzo early, and because after that I see Golbez, I'm like, well, ew, no. But yeah, see Canazzo, I'm like, well, I want all the levels, and getting what I got in Eblan Castle, especially finding the cursed ring, and I'm like, oh hey, I can do Golbez now. Maybe that has the magma key, and it was even better. And that was go mode, and yeah.
Yeah, it was in that regard, it was actually very interesting how both of you end up doing different objectives. PK ended up actually forging by fighting Water Hag down in the plague in the White Spear altar.
Right. Yeah, it was it was weird. I was shaking my head, looking at the spoiler log, thinking when I got the pass, as I'm doing checks, I'm thinking, all right, if I get the pass early, I got to do 1200 HP strats. If I get the Darkness Crystal, I can probably just grind and go. And I thought there was a pretty good chance that PK fades Golbez if he doesn't find a cursed ring. So I thought that was in pretty good shape, but after getting the pass, I was like, I should probably check to see what's in Luca Cave, because there's not many gating items left, and if it's Darkness Crystal, grind and go might still be faster, if not safer, and sure enough, that's where it was. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but I can't complain.
I mean, it still ended up getting the victory there. It did play out to be quite effective. I think the other key thing for PK is that PK actually never went into Baron Castle at all. That's probably so he could even do that check for Golbez to begin with.
Did he check the boss early, or was him going into the hook when he found out?
When he found out, he did not check it early, and he took 8 wipes to Canazzo. He just could not get the rhythm down.
Yeah, he is. He's not a friend.
Yeah, I think the other thing that happened was that he did exit out first up just to find 4 rages to do the attempt.
Yeah, so it was the last shop, right, for me. I think they were in Agart.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it also had heal potions as well. So
yeah, that was that the reason why I have gotten in the habit of checking is to get information like that. I've had one race where it was in Odin and I found out ahead of time. This time it's a Canazzo. I found out ahead of time, and I'm like, if I take a 50 minutes to go in underground, so be it. But the Canazzo fight ended up going super clean. So I don't know if I actually got underground first, being as cautious as I was. But
yeah, I did.
Yeah, I think that's a good example of kind of why it's not a bad idea to check the boss there, because I was Leggy, why? Why?
It's because she cares. She cares for you a lot.
That's fair. I'm sure it was great to watch.
Yeah, I do have a comment I need to repeat in chat. That one account has said that you crop your videos like an amateur. I'm not sure what's the deal with that.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
That one account has said you crop your videos like an amateur.
Sorry, I certainly do. You're not wrong. I kind of pulled that video like 30 minutes before the race started. So, yeah. Not great, but hey,
Well, I'll tell you, Matt definitely loved it, and we in the booth loved it. It went with our sports ball theme that we've been kind of tossing around almost all seed. So,
yeah, it did. Just the wrong sport, but can't be helped. How would you know I'll be a cricket nut? I mean, come on, let's be real.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know where to start looking for cricket videos. Sorry.
I had one prepared, but I never won.
Oh, you won plenty in the group stage, and you won Magma, so there you go.
Yes, yeah, it was my bad that I forgot to play it after winning that thing. But oh well, next time.
Yep,
next time. So now that you've actually made it to round of 8, I haven't need to check the bracket. Who's your next potential opponents on that side of the bracket?
I play the winner of Dingley and Zilch. Either match is going to be difficult. Obviously, I am plenty scared of Zilch. I faced him in round of 8 in Fabul Gauntlet, so facing him in round of 8 here, okay. And he kind of has been the pioneer of these low HP strats that you saw me stumble through at the end there. So, yeah, that's going to be tough. But I mean, Dingley's had a ridiculously difficult schedule and still made top 16. And if he gets through, proven talent there too. So, neither race is going to be easy. At this point, I think you just play your game,
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Gabby, do you have any other questions?
I want to point out that we did have a fun moment where you were grinding in the Sylph Cave. I'm assuming that was going for money for those vampires, and then went down to do doors. We had you and PK in the Luca Cave at the same time, with two different objectives involved here.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. I did do Sylph Cave. $30,000, $60,000 for Star Veils, however many for vampires. Proceeded to not buy the Star Veils. Good job, me. And then yeah, pulled Crystal Armor, Crystal Sword, a second Avenger. Like, okay, there you go. That's good enough.
Again, GG's on advancing. I know PK was not an easy opponent. Taking him out the way he did was very well done, and look forward to seeing your next round matches versus whether it's Zilch or Dingley.
Yeah, thanks. Like, PK's a fantastic runner, and I think if you looked at the runners that have probably improved the most since the Football Gauntlet, I think he's got to be up there. And frankly, I'm lucky to have gotten to game 3. Like, he beat me in a straight up foot race. Like, even if you take away the extra checks, I think he's still at least even, if not beating me in a foot race, and then was a bad Big Bang roll away from winning game 2. So, like, very fortunate to come away from this 2 out of 3. This could have easily gone the wrong way. Mad respect to him actually drafting me. You know, I'm very glad that happened. Just because, you know, if you're gonna lose in the tournament, lose to someone you like. And yeah, had I lost this game to PK, there would have been no shame whatsoever. Happy to get through it, and yeah, on to the next one.
Yeah, GG's to my fellow Sylph group member, I guess. Yeah, I'll be okay to have lost to eventual winner, so I'm happy with that.
Oh, here's hoping. But yeah, I appreciate you guys taking the time to broadcast this, you know, take time to do the commentary, and thanks for the restream and tracking, and yeah, we'll see who we get next round.
Yeah, GG's Fleury.
All right, thank you.
Sorry. So we're going to actually be quiet for a second. Fleury is giving us some of the Twin Heart music, which is a battle theme from FF1. So we'll let you listen to that for just a second as PK is making his walk down to Zeromus.
All right. Now we're getting PK's revealing our Mega Man the Sigma-Miss sprite, and we're seeing a very stock standard Reflexia. We've got three nuke, a white, a nuke, you know, pretty happy. Oh, they're too early. Wow, I did not expect that.
Yeah, Battle Speed 3, you can get those too early. I tend to have that same problem when I'm doing reflect strats, where you can get those nukes off way too early. Same with the whites there.
Oh, huh. Interesting. I don't think I've had that happen to me at all. Or like have the white be too early. In any case, I've definitely had a nuke be too early, but not the whites.
Yeah, but this is going to be a pretty standard reflect strat for PK. Wouldn't be surprised to see this over within the next 2 minutes.
Yeah. Back up and running, yeah. Should be relatively quick.
Well, while he is finishing up this fight, let's go over to the restreams for tomorrow, shall we? We have
sure.
four game 3s going on tomorrow afternoon. Starting at 2 o'clock Eastern, we're going to have a doubleheader with Eisentayama and Zyrak on RPG Limit Break, and a Stone Dingley and Zilch, the previously mentioned match by Fleury, on Free Enterprise. At 7 o'clock Eastern, we have Game 3 of Dusty versus Invenerable. That'll be on Free Enterprise. And then at 9 o'clock Eastern, we will have Dia and Postomorpheus on Randomania of some sort.
Yeah, all those races are going to be amazing. Yeah, as you said, we heard that Stone Dinning versus Zilch is going to play the FF4FE, so that's going to be a fun one to look out for. I think Eisentayama and Zyrak are on the same side of the bracket as I think it was Dusty and Invenerable, so interesting to see what happens there.
And there is the crack boom for PK. He has completed this race. We'll see if we can get an official time here in just a second. In the meantime, I believe we are joined by PK. GG's.
Thank you.
I have to ask, how did you feel after finally getting underground?
It's a mixture of still annoyed and happy. I basically, at that point, I was like, I'm going to have to commit to skip Baron. I'm going to have to commit to, chasing darkness the minute I can find it, just because I assumed that Fleury did the sensible thing and didn't try to dive headfirst into that Canazzo.
Fleury actually went ahead and full cleared Baron, both the liberate the castle, which gave him Tower Key, which ended up leading to the pass, and then the basement throne was Golbez, which held the pan.
Yeah. That is unfortunate. I thought, maybe I had a chance by pulling that forge if Pan was buried behind Cape Bahamut or something like that. But
when you pulled that legend sword out and then finding the sirens in Kakol's shop, it became a race again. Fleury was still in the middle of the low-level strats fight, and one wipe would have brought you guys back to square.
I thought after the last match, Fleury owed me one wipe to Z, so I'm going to go ahead and just claim victory. Yeah, that was... If I hadn't found sirens there, I was probably going to do a similar strat. But... I mean, GG's to Fleury. Very happy I decided to give in to the goading and race Fleury with my draft choice. It was a lot of fun, and this is further than I expected to be. So this is house money. So I'm good.
Yeah, definitely does feel good to be playing with house money. Mention that. I was So about the Canazzo fight, like, were you thinking about how much damage that those waves were doing, and then realizing you needed a bit more levels to be able to handle it?
Canazzo just didn't want to punch Rosa. All I needed was Rosa with the heroin rub to tank 1 or 2 punches, but Canazzo just kept punching Kane and Palom.
Okay.
Every single time. I got set up. I just couldn't get the draw on the punch. I could have maybe done a little bit better. I got a little greedy, maybe going for a virus cast with Palom when I could have maybe healed up Kane. But the time I was close, all I needed was just a punch on Rosa, and I'm through because I'm getting 4,500-ish damage per round from Kane. So after that, I was like, okay, I can't risk trying to get this set up again, so I just took some levels.
Okay, that makes more sense then.
Yeah, still a very rude spot for Canazzo, just again, with the amount of HP that's there and that wave that does the percentage damage.
Yeah, I was just waiting. I mean, if I had gotten 1 round further before that Kane got dropped, I had blit arrows on, heroin robe Rosa, and I was just going to switch to going straight damage once I had, dropped another few thousand off of Canazzo, but is not so interested in letting me do that. So, I mean, it was a calculated gamble, and it did not pay off, but in retrospect, I still don't know if I get the pass or do that Baron basement once I get through. So it would have been really tight if I had gotten through early, but I still think Fleury might edge me on that. But thanks, you guys. Thanks to everyone for watching. Infinius and Gambit with the comms, Leggy for restreaming that, and Twisted for pushing all the buttons.
Well, GG's again to you, Pete. You are one heck of a competitor. This loss notwithstanding, you are still one of the best runners of this community, and I appreciate getting to watch and learn from anything you do. So thank you for putting on a great show, and I look forward to seeing you in the community races coming up and tournaments beyond.
Much appreciated. Take care, everyone.
And with that, we are actually done with this stream for now. Before we continue, an announcement just got posted on League announcement with regards to Inven versus Dusty Griff. Please be aware. Please come look at the announcement because that's very relevant for watching plans tomorrow. We are going to be raiding Commander Leonhardt. He has just gone live. He is going to be doing some table seed practice. So that'll be very interesting to watch. But with that, thank you for doing commentary with me, Gambit. This was fun. I got to talk about cricket. Everything was perfect.
And I'm actually going to kind of step in a little bit and go a little bit more on what Infinius said. The announcement for the Inven Dusty match is, unfortunately, Inven has had to drop from the tournament, so Dusty is actually going to be awarded the win there and move on. So GG's to Dusty Griff for that. We wish Inven the best in upcoming races and whatnot that he decides to go in. And with that, again, thank you, Infinius, for doing co-coms. Thank you, Leggy. Thank you, Twisted Flax. And let's go give Commander Leonhardt some love.